In this section, attributes of a true seeker, bracket, Atmarthi. This is the name given for a true seeker by Param Kripaludev. So, attributes of a true seeker, Param Kripaludev describes the Atmarthi's belief regarding the most fundamental and important aspect, and what is that? The nature of a true guru, Sadguru, Sacha Guru. That's most important and most fundamental on this path. So in verse 34, what has Param Kripaludev shown? So the whole section is for the attributes and the way the Atmarthi progresses and reaches his destination. So what does Prabhu say in verse 34?
आत्मज्ञान त्या मुनि पणु ते साचा गुरु हो बाकी गुण गुरु कल्पना आत्मार्थी नहीं जो.
Now you people have become so smart. खाली एक्शन थी ज गाथा समझाई जाए. So the word to word meaning, Atmagnan Thya Munipanu. Listen to me. Why this Munipanu has come here? We are talking about Sadguru, and suddenly why is he starting? Why is he using the word Munipanu here? So let me tell you about it, and then we'll go through the meanings. Most of us are born in the Jain tradition, Jain faith. Most of us. So the common practice in Jainism is, we start respecting all the monks and nuns, say sadhus and sadhvis of the Jain faith. Especially we would not mind whether he's Tanakwasi or Terapanthi, or if you come in contact accidentally or maybe out of choice. If you meet a sadhu or a sadhvi, a monk or a nun, what would you do? You will show your regards, your respect. Not only that, if you are in a Jain faith, you will call them Guruji. So Guruji or Guru Maya or Guruni. So the tendency is that all the sadhu sadhvis are Atmagnani, worth being a guru. The normal tendency, जो अपनो हाथ तो हम चाले जैसे. If we see a sadhu sadhvi in the Bihar on the roads also, we will. So that is not wrong at all. But the tendency to believe that they are true gurus, and not even knowing whether they are self-realized or not. So Munis means gurus, like, Muni means guru. Sadhu means Guruji. Sadhvi means Guruni. This is a natural tendency within the Jains at least. Why? Because in the non-Jain tradition, they have gurus as householders also. Yeah, he may be like Bapu might yet be living with the family, with his wife and 4 kids and all, and still thousands or maybe lakhs or maybe millions consider him as the guru. And they don't have any problem. They are not seeing whether he is an ascetic or not, whether he is a sadhu or not. If they find him self-realized, if they are convinced about his enlightenment, for them it's a guru and nothing stops them. But now I'm talking of the Jain faith, where there is no place for householders, and any sadhu and sadhvi you will say Guruji. ગુરુજી પધાર્યા છે, ગુરુજી માટે કઈ આહારની વ્યવસ્થા કરો, ગુરુજી માટે આ કરો. So the natural tendency is that all the monks and nuns are gurus. But an Atmarthi now relates more importance, for a guru, relates more importance to self-realization than clothing and renunciation. This is the problem arising in an Atmarthi. So this gatha, so this verse is so important. So Atma Gnan, self-realization or the experience of the pure self. I think self-realization is enough. Tya Munipanu, true monkhood, true asceticism, is where there is self-realization. Not only white clothing, not only renouncing your house and family and wealth. This is what an Atmarthi believes, whether he has found a guru or he is yet on the search. But this clarity, this conviction is there in an Atmarthi. So he's not going to go wrong. Are you clear? વિવેચનના સ્ટાર્ટ કરી દઉં. So આત્મજ્ઞાન ત્યાં મુનિપનું. So true monkhood can only be possible if he is self-realized. તે સાચા ગુરુ હોય. He, if it's one person, he, if many, they. તે સાચા ગુરુ હોય. They are true teachers. They are true gurus. Baki, Kul Guru, meaning to follow or worship teachers of one's own family tradition, may he be an ignorant soul regarding self-realization. Kalpana, to believe them, follow them or worship them is an illusion, delusional. Atmarthi nahi joi, soul seeker, a true seeker, knows this. He will not believe anyone as a true guru. He will believe him as a ascetic, tyagi. He will give respect also, whatever seva he can do. Because anyone, when it is your duty for sadharmic bhakti, Swami, Vatsalya, etc., then they are much ahead, they are trying so hard. So you must respect even a Vidwan and even a Tyagi, both. Even a learned person and even a person who has renounced. You have to show more respect. But doesn't mean you have to respect him as a Sadguru. Till you are convinced he is an enlightened soul. If you are convinced, fine, go ahead. So you are understanding it? And a short meaning. And then the long one. The primary attribute of an Atmarthi is the correct understanding of a true Sadguru. And I am saying correct understanding, not meeting a Sadguru also. That will come after 3 verses. This is before meeting a Sadguru. So this is his true understanding regarding a Sadguru, which the Matarthi didn't have. We saw that in verse 24. His concept regarding a guru was only wrong. So the primary attribute of an Atmarthi is the correct understanding of a true Sadguru. Now what is his understanding? He understands the importance of self-realization as a requisite or the requirement of a Sadguru. સદગુરુમાં એક ચીજ તો હોવી જોઈએ. What? Self-realization. True state of monkhood is not possible without self-realization. You say he is a monk, 6th Gunstanak, and then you say, but he has not reached 4th Gunstanak. What are you speaking? Munipanu is 6th Gunstanak, and self-realization is 4th Gunstanak, and you are saying he is a sadhu, but he has not reached 4th. What are you speaking? So, true state of monkhood, I said, is not possible without self-realization. This is the 3rd chit I've made for this. To put the exact words. I've cancelled it 3 times. In the short meanings I write. Cancelled it 3 times. Finally, this came at, say, 4:45 p.m. yesterday. I've made 3 to 4 chits and cancelled it. This is the final thing which has come. It's such a difficult gatha. I'll tell you how. Because so many questions arise, that means all monks are not Atmagnani, and all Atmagnani are not monks. See, both the things I'll be explaining to you. You don't need to write. Two questions. That means all monks are not Atmagnani. So don't blindly follow and consider them Sadgurus. And all Atmagnanis have not become monks. External renunciation. External. So can we consider them our gurus or not? Because you said Atmagnante ab Muni Panuen te sacha guru hoy. So if he is not a Muni, then we cannot consider him as guru, a guru. So I'll be digging out both the answers from this verse. Answers to both the questions. So it's going to be really interesting. Okay, so let us finish the short meaning. He understands the importance of renunciation? No, Riya. Renunciation is not important to him. Self-realization is important. What you spoke is exactly the belief of a sectarian. Not importance of self. You have to be with me. He attaches more importance not to robes, attire, austerities, or external renunciation. He attaches most importance to self-realization. This is the difference between a Matarthi and Atmarthi. So I'll be misleading you many times in my lecture, but you stick to your belief. Okay, so renunciation, renunciation. That won't do. It's time you get up from your Matarthi-ness. Because of the Tyag, you are so influenced that you don't want to check whether his inner state is pure or not. You just want to go ahead. Kai updesh aapjo ne babji. Manglik samblao ne babji. Ahar danno labh apo ne babji. All this you should do. But when it comes to, is he or she a true guru? Say sacha guru. I'm saying true guru. Or say Sadguru. You need to ensure. I'm not saying negate. I'm not even saying neglect. I'm saying ensure whether he's an enlightened soul. Ask him directly. તમને આત્માને દે જુદા અનુભવાય છે? And if he says yes, cancel him. Because Atma and De is not like this. Atma and De. He says, yeah, I can see Atma and De distinctly, alag. So these are things. Who is seeing this distinction? Who is experiencing this distinction? Because Atma is here and Sharir is here. So who is experiencing this? No one. Say Atma Deheti Bhinna. So you know he is only having bookish knowledge, not an experience. Experience is not like this. This is a triangle, this is a circle. It's not like that. That's what Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa did, Vivekananda did. So lot of philosophers in Kolkata. This goes back to say 80s or 90s, contemporary of Param Kripaludev. So there was one pair in the west and one pair in the east of India. East was Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Guru, householder with wife, and Shishya Vivekanand. And over here, Srimad Rajchandraji and Lalluji Muni. Same time. So the primary attribute of an Atmarthi is the correct understanding of a true Sadguru. He understands the importance of renunciation, self-realization, as a requisite of a Sadguru, and the true state of monkhood is not possible without self-realization. Third, second line, the meaning of the second line. Following a guru of the family who is ignorant, rather without self-realization, is delusional. No, it won't help you to deliver from the cycles of birth and death. Moksha nahi thai. Janma marana fera no ant nahi avi shake. Are you clear? Okay. So, a true seeker is the one who wants to know the self. Rather, I've started explaining the verse, which now you have already got the gist of it. You know what I'm going to explain, right? So let me tell you this. Atmarthi wants to really know his pure self, real self. Why pure also? Real self. Know means experience. He doesn't want notes. If you want notes, you are a student. If you want an experience, you are an Atmarthi. હમણાં તો નોટ્સની પણ કેટલી છે તારી લખાઈ ગઈ તો મોકલી આપને. So you are a real good student. But I will not call you an Atmarthi if you don't want to experience that pure self. Okay? So why? Because we all are caught in midst of our profession, worldly activities, inclinations, thoughts, identities. We are caught in all this. In what? Profession. Why Rishabh has to go back? Okay, Papa, I'm in a role of dash, dash, dash. I don't know what you are doing. And a role, that is my identity in the world. And I need to. Okay. But we are caught in that. Now your mind will be totally busy in that after 2:30, right? And in London, morning. So we are all caught in our thoughts, in our inclinations, what I have to do today, what I don't have to follow, what I have to do today, to-do lists, and role of a husband, very soon, father. So in performing the role, sometimes we forget the soul. We have lost touch of our soul. Why his inclination to know? I'm explaining that. We said Atmarthi is one who needs to know his self, but self is self. What is there to know about it? Because we have lost touch of our real identity in performing roles, your professions, your worldly activities, your thoughts, your inclinations, your to-do lists. Every time there is something pending, right? Kale karchu hoy. So you have lost the touch of the pure soul or self. I don't want to use the word soul right now. I'll use after 45, 46, 47, 48, 49 verse. That self is soul. I'm just saying self right now. Because yet now I don't believe in the existence of soul. But self I have to believe. I am. So self I'll use, but soul I'll use in the next yagna. That myself is a pure soul. Right now I'm using the word self. Very clear? We are on a journey, don't jump. So we have lost touch with the pure self, and what is worse, we take help to know ourselves, we take help from wrong quarters. A Sadguru. We need help to know our real self. But we take help from wrong quarters, meaning from a family guru who himself does not know his Atma. Or say from a person with external renunciation and practicing lot of austerities, but have they not yet experienced the self. So I'm saying you are taking help from wrong quarters. So one bad thing was you have lost touch of yourself. Worse, you are taking help from wrong quarters. Your search will not be rewarded. Your efforts are going to go in vain because you don't know yourself and you're taking help. So he will tell you to do 5 malas and 5 upas per month, 5 malas per day, and that's it. He won't give you something where you again get in touch with yourself. So you are taking help from wrong quarters. You don't know from where help ક્યાંથી લેવાની. તમે એવા પાસેથી હેલ્પ પૈસાની લો છો કે એ વ્યાજે લાવીને તમને મદદ કરશે. એની પાસે છે જ નહીં પૈસા. He will have to borrow from someone to help you. So તમારા ક્વેશ્ચન પછી તો એ વાંચે કે ઓ ગોડ I need to answer this fellow. But he has no first-hand experience. How will he guide you? Your search is not going to be rewarded. And that you will realize much later. I'm stuck again. How can it be when the key itself does not fit in the lock? Key does not fit in the lock. How do you expect the lock to open? How do you expect the veil of ignorance to get destroyed? Or just use this analogy of lock and key. The key should be right. It is essential for you to first search for the right key, chavi. This chavi is Sadguru. So right now don't talk of self-realization, just talk of a Sadguru. Because you need to find the key first, which fits in the lock. Then the process is very easy. આટલું જ. હવે તો બધું કંઈ હોતું જ નહોતું, પેલું કાર્ડ ચિટકાડવાનું હોય ને હવે. So now these examples are key and lock and all, I don't think the new generation will know the meaning of lock or key. Or they'll be considering the card key itself. આપણે આમ કરીએ, they won't understand. Huh? Param Kripadev is explaining the belief of an Atmarthi regarding Sacha Guru, because in the verse it is Sacha Guru, meaning Sadguru, of course. His belief regarding, not his meeting with Sadguru. That will come after 3 verses. What is his belief regarding? Be very, very clear. Then you will enjoy this section more. How much preparation should happen before you meet a Sadguru? You are clear and convinced what is the most important thing I need to see in a Sadguru. He accepts that person as a true Guru who is self-realized, who has experienced the pure self. For him, this is the biggest requirement. Very clear? What are the 5 attributes? Let me ask someone. Janvi. What are the 5 attributes of a Sadguru as explained in verse 10?
आत्मज्ञान समदर्शिता विचरे उदय प्रयोग अपूर्व वाणी परम श्रुत.
Okay, so which is the first?
Atmagnan.
So what does Atmagnan mean?
Self-realization.
See. She is saying the first and the foremost important trait or quality of a Sadguru is Atmagnan. Now look at the whole Samaj, they don't care for the first trait only. They see whether he's learned or not, whether he has a dashing personality or not. Yeah, for Gachadipati and all, you need a dashing personality to make him an Acharya or the Gachadipati. So, will he be able to attract a lot of followers, lot of both. Will he be able to attract all this or not? Otherwise, what is the sense of making him the head of the order? So let me tell you this, dashing personality or years of renunciation and study of scriptures, all this is good. Even dashing personality is also good, chalo. To be a leader, because to be an acharya, if you are blind by one eye, you are not allowed, because you will not be able to do justice to your role. This is such a last thing needed, but this is also put as a condition. Langdo hoy, ke a hoy, ke e hoy. So because of the lack of dashing personality, people would not come to him. Then he can't be the head of the order. But all this is not important. It's not there only in verse 10. Because it's not who should be the head of the order. Who should be a Sadguru. So beautifully. So what is the first and the foremost thing? Nani chokri bole che su. Atma Gnan. And just ask your Dada, he's also over here. Where is the Dada? આવી કોઈ વાત થાય છે સમાજમાં? જૈન સમાજમાં? No. સેલ્ફ રિયલાઇઝેશન હોય તો સારી વાત છે, એક્સ્ટ્રા. ન હોય તો બી ચાલે. અને એને પણ ચાલે, because like that also you are respecting him so much. So એને પણ ચાલે, that monk. એને પણ ચાલે કે સેલ્ફ રિયલાઇઝેશન થશે તો એક્સ્ટ્રા બીજું શું મળવાનું છે? હમણાં જેટલું જોઈએ છે એટલું તો મળે છે. I need food, I need place, I need 2 pairs of clothes, say. So I'm getting it. So now what is the point of working so hard for self-realization? And here it is saying, Atmarthi is convinced. Okay, the first and the most important trait is Atmagnan. See how the verse starts, Atmagnan Tya Munipanu. It is starting, are you clear? The most important thing is Atmagnan. And do you really want Atmagnan, or you just want to listen to a Manglik? You just want to go to him for blessings. Okay, you really are yearning for Atmagnan. If you are yearning for Atmagnan, you at least take refuge of a person who has Atmagnan. I'm yearning for a ride in a fancy car, and I befriend someone who does not have a car. Isn't it stupid? Then you ask the whole Jain Samaj that. Why are you doing all this? When you are not even clear કે તમે જેને ખમાસનું આપો છો, વંદન કરો છો, you don't even know, you are not even convinced or even bother to even check, ensure, examine, recognize whether he is an enlightened being or not. I'm not saying I'll agree to your belief, but at least you should be convinced that your Srimad Rajchandra is an enlightened one. I might not agree to you. It's a personal feeling. But at least you should be convinced. Otherwise, how will you take the Gnan Dan? There will be so many of doubts and questioning and reasoning in your mind. Surrendership will not be to its full, if you are not convinced whether he is an Atmagnani or not. So don't behave like a bigot, but don't behave like a foolish person also. Bigot bhi na aye. So, which was the most important one you said? Atmagnan. And Acharang Sutra says, the first of the Agams, a real monk is a soul who abides in his soul, who is always absorbed in his soul. This is what I had recited the whole stanza Jam Sammanti during what? I think during Savaso Gatha Manato. Any Pella Kayu Grantha? Yoga. I don't know. Or maybe this year also, I don't know. So this is what the Acharang Sutra says. Simple. A true monk always abides in his soul. Who can abide in the soul? Who has experienced the soul. So this is the condition that at least તો ઋષભે એટલું તો જોયું હશે ને કે આ ગ્રેજ્યુએટ થઈ છે કે નહીં હેમલ. If Acharang Sutra says that a true monk always abides in his soul, he is always absorbed in that awareness of the soul. And if you say the Guru I believe in has not experienced the soul, so forget abiding into it or holding it or getting absorbed when you don't know what you're talking about. So isn't it very clear that a true monkhood, Munipanu, is not possible without self-realization. Very simple. So that's what Prabhu is saying. Atmagnan tya Munipanu. So Munipanu always should be accompanied by Atmagnan. Otherwise there is no Munipanu. You can say he's practicing good disciplines because they are good. But how can you say he's a monk? And that's exactly what happened with Amrendra Vijayji. So all Munis, when they write a letter or some book or some preface for a book and all, then in the end they write Muni dash na dharma labh. And when he started reading Param Krupavdev's literature and many other, and when he started Vipassana course, he must have done more than 100 courses. He realized, I'm not a true Muni. After that, whenever he wrote something, he would not write Muni Amrendra Vijay. Okay. The meaning given in the Shastras, the state described in the Shastras of monkhood, I do not have. And that's exactly what we saw in Laluji Muni also. Okay, now, hu Muni nathi. Now I'm a person in white clothes. But I'm not a Muni because I have not yet realized my soul. So these are Atmarthis who have understood the importance of self-realization. We don't possess, we seek a self-realized soul. We want to take refuge of an enlightened one. So this is a trait of a Atmarthi. He is very, very clear what does he want and what does he want in a Sadguru. He wants Atmagnan, his Sadguru has to be Atmagnani. Very clear. Perfect. So one may have great scriptural knowledge, great oratory skills, means he may be delivering Vyakhyan, maybe wonderful Vyakhyan, attracting thousands of people. So that's good. But because of this, I can't consider him a Sadguru. He has a lot of Shastra knowledge, but it's very good. But I will not take this as a criteria to consider him my Sadguru. He might have renounced or practiced renunciation. But this is not my criteria to identify him as a Sadguru. He might be practicing intense austerities. Tapasya par tapasya, tapasya par tapasya. Never eaten anything except Ayambil food from the Diksha day to the day, Kal Dharma day or Devilai day. When it comes to Muni, we say Kal Dharma. When it comes to Samyak Drishti, we say Devilai. When it comes to Keval Gnani, we say Nirvana. It's all about death only. But we use respectful words. From the day of Diksha, this Muni has only done Ayambil till his death. Very good. But for this reason, I cannot call him a Sadguru. Are you understanding? Or he is a Guru since 4 generations. That's what is written here. Baki Kula Guru, Kalpana. If I believe him as my Guru without, and knowing that he has not experienced the self, then it is Kalpana, it's illusion, it's delusional. I will. So for him, without self-realization, everything is good, but does not fit in a true Sadguru. Everything is good, but not in a Sadguru. And he accepts him, her as a Sadguru who has realized. See, now I've said her also, so don't worry. Him, that person, a Sadguru who has realized the soul, he would take refuge, sharan, obey his commands, agna, and liberate. First from ignorance, then, as Maulik ji explained, mithyatva, avityodho, hard words, I don't know. Mithyatva, avriti, pramad, kashay, yoga and all, I don't understand all that. મારા અજ્ઞાનથી મને છુટકારો કરો ને પછી તો મારું એક્સપ્રેસ સ્પીડ પર જશે બધું. So one thing is very clear, if you are talking of Sadguru, a Sadguru has to be self-realized. But if you are talking of monkhood, because Munipanu word is here, so one is confused that he's explaining the trait of a true Muni, or is he explaining the traits of a true Sacha Guru, Sadguru? No, it is for the Sadguru only. But if you think any monk is a Sadguru, so true monkhood cannot be possible without enlightenment. Atmagnan, tya Munipanu. Otherwise, no Munipanu. If there is no self-realization. And te Sacha Guru hoy. That he or they are true Gurus. Baki Kula Guru Kalpana, ignorant souls, just because your ancestors followed him, worshipped him, venerated him, so you should be doing. Come on, now move towards the right path. Don't get attached to your family so much. Took a family, whatever the family. No, the family has also moved ahead. Your great grandfather used to travel in horse carts. But you travel in cars. Why did you leave that tradition? My dada had, Victoria, so you understand Victoria? Not that Queen Victoria. Victoria, the Goda Gadi. You know, Marine Drive. So my dada had one. And every day, pada chovyar bhi kare. અને ચોવ્યાર કરીને પછી મારા દાદા મારી દાદી મમ્મા એન્ડ એ લોકોનું જે ફરવા જાય તે વખતે તો મરીન ડ્રાઈવ હશે કે નહીં આઈ ડોન્ટ નો કે મરીન લાઇન્સ તો હતું જ મરીન ડ્રાઈવ પછી રિક્લેમ અને એ બધું પણ પરમ કૃપાદેવના ટાઈમમાં મરીન લાઇન્સ જ હતું. સો દે વુડ ગો બિકોઝ ગાડી you can go for drives. We don't have to pay. Bhaiya kitna loge. It's our own Victoria. So they travel in horse carts. Why are you traveling in the car? You don't have any. Aren't you feeling guilty that you are going against your tradition? They used to wear dhotis. Why are you wearing shirt pants? If you could move ahead, this is not going against tradition. This is changing. And if you are doing that for a true path, then don't even feel scared or don't even feel guilty. If you are doing this for a true path, if you are doing out of enmity, no. But if you are doing for finding a true path, કે હવે સમજાયું મોક્ષ માર્ગ શું છે અને મોક્ષ માર્ગના દાતા સદગુરુનું real nature શું છે, real attributes શું છે, I realized it now. So now I cannot follow something, blindly follow something, just because my forefathers, or just because he is a cool guru, or he is a family guru, or is a family priest, or whatever you want to use. But now you understand the word guru, so I don't need to use the word priest. Priest is pujari, actually, it's not guru. So I think even our dictionaries have the word guru, so let's keep guru only. If you don't understand, open your dictionary and see it. So this is exactly corresponding to the first verse of a Matarthi. Verse 24. Bahya tyag pan gnan nahi, tene pacha sacha guru mane. Are you doing the same? Then you are a Matarthi. But Atmarthi is saying, no, all that is delusion. Just because of renunciation or because he is a family guru, I'm not going to follow, blindly follow. For me, self-realization is most important. And that makes him an Atmarthi from a Matarthi. I think it's very, very clear now. So this is the primary attribute of an Atmarthi, is correct understanding regarding the nature of the Guru he wants to take refuge of. So there is a right discriminating vision and maturity of recognizing a true Guru. I will call this maturity, inner maturity, paripakvata, to hold self-realization so important. So this shows the maturity of the ability to examine or ensure whether is a true Guru or not, and the discriminative vision, of course. So simple, I can end the verse here, that the Atmarthi recognizes a true Guru, he ensures, examines, then once he is convinced, he takes refuge, then Agna Palan and Atma Kalyan. The verse ends here, but my Vivechan does not end here. So just last 2-3 minutes, two things have been made very clear over here. Because you are not asking me, કે સાલું આત્મજ્ઞાન ત્યાં મુનિપનું અને તે સાચા ગુરુ હોય. So you said it clearly કે મુનિપનું comes only if it's with Atmagnan, and that is a true Guru. But what if I find some Atmagnani who is not a Muni? Can I take refuge and can I consider him my Sadguru? This answer is also there in this. So that much part I will explain and then I end here. So two things clearly. All monks need not be Atmagnani. Because it does not come with the dress. Atmagnan, am hoy, and am kairu etle Atmagnani, he does not become. No. Not even if he is getting a Rajovaran in his hand. Very good. Lot of Vairagya at that time. But that does not mean Atmagnan is transferred there. So all monks need not, I am not saying are not. Then I am negating monkhood. Number one, now this is a wonderful thing. You won't get it anywhere. So this is what you need to hear. The rest of the meaning, you open up any book, thodu kyank avu જ બધું હશે. But this is the most important thing. So one, all monks need not be Atmagnani. Okay. But all Atmagnanis have not yet embraced monkhood. This is also truth. He may have attained the fourth Gunsthanak and he has attained enlightenment, but yet in his worldly activities, householder, worldly role, he has not yet taken Diksha maybe. So what about it now? Can I consider him as Sacha Guru or not? But pen, pencil muki do. Just 1 minute total attention. Self-realization is always accompanied with saintliness. I answer. Saint, sadhu, I am not saying. Sadhu panu, saintliness. This is the answer. I'll expand it a little bit, but this is the answer, that self-realization is always accompanied with saintliness. One who has experienced the self is a real saint, because it's accompanied with saintliness. So one who has experienced the self, Atmagnani, is a real saint, and a real saint is a real true Guru. Now the difference is, external difference is the clothing, and internal difference is the sthirta. how much he can abide in the soul. So Sthirtha, of course, but he knows the truth. Once he is an Atmagnani, he knows the whole path of liberation. Not only up to 4th, he knows up till 14. That we had studied, no? Guru Raya Chhadmaspan Vinay Kare Bhagwan, because he can show you the full path. You can see, he has got eyes now. How much does he wear the specs is a different thing. But specs he has got. So he might be wearing his specs only 2 minutes per day maybe. Or he might be wearing specs for 2 hours a day. Or he might be wearing for 12 hours. Or he might be even wearing in his sleep. That is the difference in Sthirtha. But with enlightenment, eyes he has got, saintliness has evolved. So when there is saintliness, he is a saint, and if he is a saint, he is a Sadguru. Are you sure this is the meaning of the verse? Are you sure? I'll tell you. It is the way you speak the Gatha. Atmagnan tya muni panu. The meaning I said in the beginning. Okay, Atmagnan, Mankhut should always be accompanied by Atmagnan tya muni panu. Otherwise I can't call him Muni only, if it's not accompanied. Atmagnan tya muni panu. Where there is Atmagnan, there is saintliness. See how you speak. Atmagnan tya muni panu. Then only he is a Muni, if it's with Atmagnan. Atmagnan tya muni panu. Atmagnan tya muni panu. This is a very, very, very important, crucial verse. Why did I take so much time? Because some people might quote this. See, Kripaludev has written that the Muni only can become a Guru. And because he is not a Muni, how can you make him Guru? You are not following Srimad Rajchandra only. So you have to say, Atmagnan tya muni panu. I think I made it clear. So you should not be having any attachment to family tradition, Kul Guru. કે બધું સારું છે પણ અમે તો તેરાપંથી છે, અમે તો સ્થાનકવાસી છે, અમે થોડું આ કરશું ને થોડું આ કરશું. You should have the courage to be on the right path. I'm not saying go against anything, but move on from horse carts to fancy cars, from dhotis to suit boot. You have moved ahead when it comes to your dressing, your food stuff. Who is having bhakri? If you have bhakri also, you put tomato chutney and make it like a pizza and have it. So many times they made bhakris in the ashram in the lockdown, and the kids say, bhakris, how can we eat? We are human beings. How can we have bhakris? So they will make it look like a pizza and then have the delicious pizza. But you moved on, right? Your grandfather never knew what is a pizza. I knew what was a pizza for the first time when I was in 6th standard, and I didn't have pizza because I felt it was non-veg. Because of that red thing. And we had a cooking class, and that day they made pizza, and that was the first time I realized that pizza is a vegetarian thing, and I had it first time when I was in 6th standard. Means till 5th standard it was bhakri and only bhakri. There was, no, I'm talking what? 5th standard means what? 76. Where you had any Pizza Huts in 76? તમે લોકો તો ક્રેડલમાંથી જ ખાતા ખાતા બહાર નીકળ્યા છો પીઝા. I think I've made it very clear. Don't get attached to your family tradition. Don't get attached to dressings. Don't get attached to a sect. don't get attached to the orthodox order. You should know the genuineness of a Sadguru. Be clear. Identify one. Take refuge. Kalyan. So we'll sing the verse.
આત્મજ્ઞાન ત્યાં મુનિપણું તે સાચા ગુરુ હોય બાકી કુળ ગુરુ કલ્પના આત્માર્થી નહીં જો